It's February 21st, 2023, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and it might actually be February 22nd by the time I finish editing this, because we have rehearsal tonight for Vape the Musical. That's right, our legally declared parody of Grease runs March 3rd and 4th at Aurora Theater in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Tickets are on sale now at sketchworkscomedy.com for $20. Don't have $20? Don't live anywhere near Aurora Theater? You can still help Sketchworks Comedy out by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. As you know, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of February, and thanks to you, we have made quite a lot of progress over the last week. Huh? Oh. Well, we still have another week. I remain optimistic. News reports out of Russia said that due to the risk of assassination, Vladimir Putin is now traveling by an armored train, said Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. Wow, how do they get it to stay on the tracks like that? President Joe Biden was able to make a surprise visit to the Ukraine without anyone noticing, because nobody's paying attention to him anymore. How could they, with all the carnival celebrations going on? The president left Ukraine when he learned that the McDonald's in Kiev does not actually serve chicken Kiev. In American McDonald's news, the fast food chain announced they will be launching their new plant-based McNuggets next week. These new plant-based McNuggets will have no real meat in them, just like regular McNuggets. Chris Cuomo, the former CNN journalist, performer, I don't know what they call themselves over there. Anyway, Cuomo told Anthony Scaramucci on the Open Book podcast that after his CNN firing, he wanted to, quote, kill everyone, just like his brother did to all those nursing home residents. Speaking of CNN, which somehow has lower ratings than we do, Don Lemon was briefly absent from CNN this morning after he said that women in their 50s were past their prime. When life gives you a lemon, put it on TV so it can make an ass of itself. Although the unemployment rate is currently pretty low, since nobody wants to work, Americans of the chronically unemployed variety are still having the same old troubles. We go now to Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent and laid off since December worker Allie O'Neill for some familiar, in-depth coverage.
Good morning. I'm currently on hold with the Georgia Department of Labor. This could take a while.
Thank you, Allie. We'll be checking back with her again later in the show. Over the past few days, North Korea launched multiple intercontinental ballistic missiles into the Sea of Japan. This is the second ICBM North Korea has fired at the sea and confirms what we all have feared. Kim Jong-un has declared war on the ocean. When he wasn't shooting off his payload in the ocean, Kim Jong-un was banning anyone in North Korea from having the same name as his 12-year-old daughter. Going forward, no child shall be given the name Ju-ae, and any current North Koreans with the name Ju-ae will be shot with an ICBM. According to the Labor Department, over 100 kids ages 13 to 17 were working in meatpacking plants while contracted with a cleaning service. A representative for the cleaning service was quoted as saying, "Who else has small enough hands to clean the tiny bone saw blades?" Sorry, Allie, your hands are just too large for gainful employment. After Nikki Haley announced her candidacy for president, Ann Coulter said that since Haley isn't from the U.S., she should go back to where she came from. Ann Coulter then went back to where she came from, Nosferatu's vagina.
This is Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard with a gratuitous skyline shot. And that's pretty much it. Brian, I'll be sending you an invoice for this. It's not cheap.
Thank you, Tim, and I will be paying your invoice in the usual manner. Not at all. 4 people were injured at the American Dream Water Park in New Jersey after a decorative display came crashing down in the Penguins Frozen Fun area. Sources say the water park will be renamed American Nightmare. Also, a spokesperson for the Penguins cannot confirm nor deny their involvement in the so-called accident. Wisconsin and Minnesota lakes, according to the journal Ecological Applications, are seeing a sharp decline in rusty crayfish. Can't they just get Bobby Crayfish or Susan Crayfish to replace Rusty? Rusty's a dick. Let's check back in with NewsBrake correspondent and local vagrant Allie O'Neill.
Oh, I'm still holding. Still holding.
I understand. I just don't care.
Oh, I'm still on hold.
Thanks again, Allie. Doug Robb told the website Consequence that in 2006, his band Hoobastank passed on an opportunity to collaborate with an up-and-coming Rihanna, calling it a total lack of foresight. Robb admitted another decision the band made, which lacked foresight, was naming themselves Hoobastank. Astronomers are saying that an upcoming solar storm may cause GPS signals to go out, meaning women everywhere will get lost on their way to somewhere they go every day. Australian actress Rebel Wilson has started a new app called Fluid, which I assume celebrates her love of motor oil. Oh look, it's already Easter at Rebel's house. And because the comedy rule of 3 dictates it, we now go to NewsBrake correspondent and unemployable sloth Allie O'Neill one last time for her continuing coverage of unemployment in America.
My intention is to just stay on hold all night long, and maybe someone will answer eventually. I don't know. Good night. This music's gonna make it real hard to sleep.
And that's all for Allie's videos this week. Or is it? During her sentencing, a Minnesota woman who murdered her 6-year-old son with a shotgun told the judge he was garbage and gave the middle finger to the jury. And can you believe it, gentlemen? She's still single! And in local news, the Village Theater performed their final shows at the Pencil Factory Lofts in downtown Atlanta. Alas, rent became too costly for the comedy theater to continue there, and they made the difficult decision not to renew their lease. Where Village will land next remains to be seen, but for now, it's sayonara to a venue where much of Sketchworks comedy's own history has taken place. It was the first location we performed Vape. It's where we held multiple kids and teens summer camps for funny kids and teens. And it's where Maria and Julie hounded Parks and Rec actor Jim O'Hare until he finally agreed to take a picture with them. And so we say, so long, 349 Decatur Street, and thanks for the memories. Should you like to help Village Theater in their efforts to find a new space, go to villagecomedy.com/donate. You can also help Sketchworks Comedy by becoming a patron over at our Patreon. And we shall end the show where we began by asking you to hit the like and subscribe buttons. That helps, and it don't cost nothing. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel, and I hope it's still Tuesday now that I've finished editing this.
You could be right here. What? Can you be in the movie? You could be right there. You just stay right there and you can be in the movie.
This is empty and dirty. I need to wash dishes or something.
Alright, here we go. Oh, dang it.